This is a chance for a second chance.
Rediscovered, revitalized, reborn.
Intercepted, a pick six for the Renegades. It's a one-handed catch. Burnett, that's six.
McCarron has a receiver, caught, touchdown.
They turn the ball over.
And that's ball game right there.
Week 2 of the XFL season takes us to frigid Seattle. An XFL North matchup with the Sea Dragons and the St. Louis BattleHawks, both working on a very quick turnaround, but they got the support. XFL chairwoman Danny Garcia in the house yet again. So let's do this thing. Hello and welcome to Lumen Field, everybody. Loa Galindo here with Sam Acho. Week 1 was bananas. The best part about it, though, was the St. Louis comeback, one that you would only see in the XFL. Why? Well, because in the final 90 seconds, they scored 2 touchdowns. They get the XFL exclusive 3-point conversion, and then that 4th and 15, make it, keep it, alternative to the onside, they land that as well.
Week 1 was outstanding. It was everything you love about football, but specifically XFL football. But we can't forget the game you just talked about. St. Louis coming back had nothing offensively until it mattered most. You're going to see right here, 53 total yards in the first 3 quarters. Until the 4th quarter, you see this. Hakeem Butler, 6'6", 230, makes the catch. And then this touchdown, last 90 seconds to Austin Prohl. But it wasn't just that. It was a 3-point play. After the 3-point play, we saw it. The 4th and forever, 4th and 15. Make it, keep it. They made it. They kept it. Went back to Prohl for this touchdown. All of a sudden, a team that was down 12 with 90 seconds left found a way to win the game.
Wild thing about this, St. Louis didn't play all that well until the final handful of minutes in the game. They're 1-0. You look at Seattle and Jim Haslett, they dominated large portions of the game against DC, but they're 0-1 because of turnovers.
And the psychology of that loss is going to play big into this game. Seattle should have won that game. They were up big for the most of that game, and then all of a sudden, turnover, pick 6, we saw a penalty, and then things started to change. So it'll be interesting to see how Seattle rebounds after a tough loss.
We'll see if their quarterback, Ben DiNucci, can turn it around. He's standing by on the sideline with Taylor McGregor.
Thanks so much, and a quick week. With this short preparation, how have you guys been able to prepare for this game?
Yeah, we had a few walkthroughs, short week. A lot of us got a sour taste in our mouth, me included. So best thing about playing Sunday night, got a short week this week, and get out here tonight, put on a show for our home fans.
Costly turnovers a week ago. How do you make sure that doesn't happen tonight?
Just keep doing what I've been doing, play the game I've been playing since I've been young, and let everything else take care of itself. Can't worry about that shit too much.
Appreciate your time. Let's go across the field to Ian Fitzsimmons, who's standing by with St. Louis quarterback A.J. McCarron.
A.J., remarkably emotional win week 1. What did you learn about your team?
I think the biggest thing is the words we always preach: family, staying together, fighting through the ups and downs. So, listen, we know if there's time still on the clock, we have a chance to win. So that's what we did, and we pulled a big win out.
Short week, any level of football, it's not easy. How was prep coming into this one?
Yeah, it's always tough with a short week. You know, you get back late Monday, and then, you really have a day and a half of preparation. So, listen, we just got to go out and play, have fun. We're playing a game for a living. This is awesome.
Thanks, Bama.
Yep,
good luck.
Appreciate it.
Hey, guys, by the way, also think about this. Seattle opened this game as a 3.5-point favorite. It's been bet up to 4, total around 38. Short week, as AJ just talked about. I lean under, Lowell.
In week 1 of the 4 games, 3 of them went over. Home team in the XFL gets to decide if they want the football or to kick it. June Jones, offensive coordinator for Seattle, he wants the football. So we talked a lot about the new kickoff rules in the XFL. You will see both teams lined up at the 30 and 35. They cannot leave those yard lines until the ball is caught or 3 seconds after it hits the turf. Jalen Red back to return from the 5, and here we go. Red hits his own man and is brought down at the 15. Now it's time for the Seattle offense. Run and shoot legend June Jones calling plays. He wants more deep shots from Ben DiNucci.
We're in red. Trips right. 81 X and Z 9 divide. Trips right. 81 X and Z 9 divide.
Here we go. Trips right. Trips right. Trips right. 81 X and Z 9 divide. On 2. Ready.
safety, set the safety, and you got it.
DiNucci taking a deep shot. Receiver picks it up late and cannot make the grab. But that is the type of communication we're going to hear throughout the course of the game.
Trio right, 51 flow, X crack, Reno to H. Trio right, 51 flow, X crack, Reno to H.
51 flow, Reno to H. 51 flow, Reno to H. On 2, ready. Flow, flow. Set go! Hot! Hot!
DiNucci, screen. Blake Jackson made the catch, brought down in a hurry. 3rd down now for Seattle.
Trips left, 61 Army X turn. Trips left, 61 Army X turn.
Army X turn, 61. Let's go. 61 on 2, ready. Here we go, here we go, here
Bottom
we go.
of the screen, that's going to be Josh Gordon. Former All-Pro in the NFL.
Set go! Hot! Hot!
Big hit. Jacour Pearson just got rocked by Brandon Sebastian.
One thing to know about this St. Louis BattleHawks defense, they want to be physical, and they are physical. They run to the ball. When you watch their film, you're going to see hard-hitting defenders and everyone running to that rock.
That is Anthony Becht, head coach of St. Louis. His counterpart, Jim Haslett. Quick 3 and out, setting up the first punt. Neither team can leave until the ball is put in the air. Austin Prohl, the hero in week number 1, nothing doing there. So now it's time to set up the St. Louis offense, led by 2 former NFL quarterbacks. Bruce Gradkowski calling plays to A.J. McCarron.
11-11. See if AP's all right. A.J., see if he's all right.
Hey, you good?
11-11. Double right. Peter. Cannon with 200 Jet Houston.
Here we go, fellas. Let's go. Go. We got gun, double right. Peter, can, 200 Jet Houston on 1.
And it wasn't just the play call. That was Gradkowski asking McCarron to check on Austin Prohl, the sure-handed receiver. Trying to get McCarron into a rhythm early. That is not going to get it done as Elijah Ponder comes up with a sack.
Here you go. Trough right tight, 11. Trough right tight, 13 counter, Z smoke. Trough right tight, 13 counter, Z smoke.
Here we go. Gun, trough right tight, 13 counter, Z smoke on 1. Gun, gun.
St. Louis playing without their leading running back, Brian Hill. Kareem Walker gets this start. And there is Walker. Not much real estate to work with.
Let's go 10-10-10. Let's go trips right, Eagle 40. Trips right, Eagle 40.
Here we go, fellas. Let's go. Trips right, Eagle 40 on 1.
That 10 you hear is the personnel grouping. 1 running back, no tight ends.
Set. 180. Wait, set.
3rd and 15. St. Louis will play it safe. And there are 4 orange jerseys corralling at the football. Bryce Thompson, Trey Walker with the stops.
Last week, we saw this St. Louis BattleHawks offense come off to a slow start. We saw a few sacks in this game given up by the offensive line and by A.J. McCarron. Hopefully, they can get in a quicker rhythm this week and not have to wait until the last 90 seconds of the game.
Sterling Hoffrichter will punt. The electric Jacour Pearson, excuse me, back deep. Booming punt. Pearson from the 15. A little juke to the outside. A little burst. and he's brought down shy of the 30.
Great defense by the Seattle Sea Dragons. You see a four-man rush. You see a stop on 3rd and long. Dominant defense is what's going to keep you in a game. Big-time players making big-time plays.
Welcome back to Seattle. Loa Galindo here with Sam Acho. 2 quick 3-and-outs by both teams.
Yeah, shout out to Elijah Ponder. He's out of Cincinnati. He was an undrafted free agent from the Tampa Bay Buccaneers in 2021. Many of these players have NFL experience. That's what you're looking at.
Here we go. Pistol, opposite right, 25 Broncos on 2, ready.
Peter Z hit. And then
When you hear pistol, that means that running back is right behind the quarterback.
Hut! Hut!
To the run game. A nice little jump cut. And Morgan Ellison, positive yards. Here's Donnie Abraham, former All-Pro cornerback, DC for St. Louis.
Go flex 52, flex 52.
60, 60, 60. Set go! Hut! Hut!
DiNucci steps up. He's going to use the legs. First down yardage. Smartly slides down.
Let's go. Flex formation, flex formation, flex formation, flex formation.
Set go! Hut! Hut!
Back to the run game. Right side. Shedding initial contact is Morgan Ellison. Ellison 3 carries for 17 yards in week number 1.
Going back to that last run by Ben DiNucci. He's elusive.
Flex
he has
auto,
speed.
Flex auto. Flex
80
auto.
on 2, ready. 80, 80. Here we go. Set go! Hut! Hut!
Deep drop for DiNucci. Over the middle and complete to Blake Jackson, the former D3 national champ quarterback.
let's go, let's go. Let's go, hold on now, let's go. We probably got 2 in a row, let's go.
Here we go. 80,
Watch this cat out here.
So Becht giving his defense a heads up. There's probably a 4th down call coming.
Here we go, here we go.
If there's no conversion here.
Set go! Hut! Hut!
DiNucci flushed. Once again, the legs. And the second time he's converted with the wheels.
We saw this in week 1. Ben DiNucci's in the red zone using his legs to make plays. He's going to do this all game long if you don't have an eye on him. What needs to happen is that 4-man rush needs to rush as 1 unit.
Hum to trio right, 60 Georgia special X dig. 60 on 2, ready. Here we go, here we go, here we go, here we go. Blake, Blake. Set go! Hut! Hut!
Locked in right side, but that is tipped and broken up by Lakel London, who was one of the defensive stars in week 1.
You're good, you're good. Cowboys on 2, ready. Cowboys, Cowboys. Widen out a little, widen out a little. Set go! Hut! Hut!
Ellison hit immediately, spins out. That tackle won't work to the 30 with the little thump. talking that mess too, Sam.
And talking before the snap, I love Ben DiNucci telling Ellison, hey, wide out a little. For this draw play, I need you just a little bit wider so that you're going to come straight downhill. You can run downhill with force. That's the audio we get. You don't get another lead.
Let's go. 590. Set, go! Hut!
Brendan Knox down in a tailback. Zip pass. And that's complete to Damian Willis, former star from Troy. As June Jones calls the plays, we want to alert you to the scoreboard, how it works. The 3 dashes, the timeouts remaining. Below that, the red dash. Those are the challenges remaining. You must have a timeout to use a challenge, and in the XFL, you can challenge anything. DiNucci, Pearson, the leading receiver throughout the XFL in week number 1.
Trips left, Dallas. Trips left, Dallas. Everybody run off second level.
1, 2, ready. Come on, Beanoff, what do you say? Set, go! Hut!
DiNucci to Knox. Knox, couple of yards.
Single high.
Let's go! Set, go!
Back to Knox. June Jones just given what the St. Louis defense is presenting. It's not always going to be an all-out air blitz.
With this type of offense, you're going to see dink and dunks.
Trips left. 61 H mesh X corner. Cheat down to the numbers there.
61,
0
1, 2, ready.
H mesh, and we got X corner.
He was telling Josh Gordon in 0 to cheat down to the numbers.
Set, go!
DiNucci looking for Gordon. He's going to throw it up. He's got Gordon, but thrown behind, and enough time for Brandon Sebastian to break it up.
You hear June Jones saying cheat down to the numbers. Why? Well, it gives you more space to run that corner route. You also heard him say X corner. He's the X. You're going to run the corner. Cheat to the numbers, gives you space. Ball's a little bit underthrown. But all that last-minute talk that you get from the head coaches, the players can hear these things as well.
If that ball is out earlier, is that a touchdown?
Absolutely.
So 13th play of the drive will result in a 29-yard field goal attempt. And it is good by Dominic Eberle. So the Sea Dragons striking first, long drive where the offense got moving, but a win for Anthony Beck, just holding them to 3. The XFL is brought to you by Progressive, the right call to protect your home and car, and Arby's. Arby's, we have the meats. Now, this is what they were looking to do, Seattle on that last drive. This is Pike Place Market, and this was a connection opposite. Gordon right there to DiNucci. That's what Haslett wanted to see reversed in the end zone.
Well, they should have practiced the other way. Should have practiced DiNucci to Gordon, not Gordon to DiNucci.
With a fish. And June Jones and DiNucci going over some details here. Time to kick it away again. Dominic Eberle, with these new rules, he was brilliant with kickoffs in the first week against DC. Placed them either right inside the 20 or right in front of the end zone. This one to the 10, and it's Darius Shepard on the return. Tries to bounce it outside, and he's brought down. Let's go to the sideline to catch up with Taylor.
Thank you. I just saw you go up to your quarterback. What did you tell him?
No, I just told him hold on to the ball, tuck it when he takes off and runs, put it away. Don't have it floating around.
What did you think overall of that possession and the way they were able to drive right down the field?
Well, it was a nice drive. You know, we missed a couple throws, I thought. They gave us an opportunity to score, but next time we got to score touchdowns. Field goal's not going to win this game.
Thanks, Coach. Lowell?
Thank you, T-Mac. A.J. McCarron back at it after a 3 and out. To Walker, and Walker is stuffed by Austin Fallu.
Hey, we're good. We're good, man. First play, receiver mix-up, okay? Just keep doing your thing, O-line.
We won't hear a lot from Anthony Becht. He likes to let his coaches coach. You will primarily hear him when it comes to clock management. McCarron with his first completion, and that's the go-to receiver, Marcel Aitman,
10.
his former
Chin right
teammate
open,
with the
200
Raiders.
jet Y slant F brag. Chin right open, 200 jet Y slant F brag. Get on the ball, let's go. Chin right open, 200 jet Y slant F brag.
Jim right open, 200 jet, Y slant, brag on one, right? Slant? Yeah, slant.
Third and 3. This is where St. Louis would love to have Brian Hill. He's out with a bad hammy, overthrown, looking for Pearl. Back-to-back 3 and outs.
And remember, McCarron's been out of football for a little bit. 2021 in the NFL was one of his last games before we saw last week. And so even last week, there were some passes that were a little bit overthrown. And so we're seeing him get back into the groove.
Bruce Gradkowski said he wanted to help him get in a rhythm. But how much can you help a guy when it's simply overthrowing, underthrowing receivers?
Well, sometimes it is rhythm and it's timing. The other part of it, too, is when you're feeling pressure from your offensive line, it's hard to get into a rhythm.
First penalty flag.
I got 17 unabated, so 17 unabated, offside, first down.
Offside. Number 17 of the defense was unimpeded opportunity to the back. This 5-yard penalty results in a first down.
So new life for A.J. McCarron. We're going to see how those calls unfold, and if they need help, we'll have Dean Blandino, VP of Officiating, standing by in Van Nuys, California. Started off there with Walker behind center. He's back to the right of McCarron. McCarron dropped by Aitman.
Here you go. On the ball, stack right, 14 rows.
Oh, over four.
180!
Back to the ground game, and Walker, and there's just nowhere to run against this Seattle front. P.J. Hall, former FCS champ from Sam Houston State with the stuff.
Former second-round pick from the Raiders in 2018.
Open back strike. Open back strike. Open back strike.
Open back strike. So you're likely to see a linebacker coming.
Open strike.
From the open side, which is the side where the tight end is not.
And here it comes. McCarron sees it, but backside pressure, he does not. Sharif Miller, the second sack for the Seattle D.
So sometimes there's pressure and there's simulated pressure. You're going to see Sharif Miller simply just win one-on-one. We see the pressure from the right side, but Miller just runs around the edge, and then he wins one-on-one. When you're a pass rusher, when you're an outside linebacker, you have to be able to win when you're not doubled. Of course, double teams, you try to win those too, but if you can't win one-on-one, you can't be out there.
Pressure on the punt, nearly blocked, and this is going to be short. Pearson saying, get out of the way. Decent field position here for the Sea Dragons. Week 2 continues Saturday on FX with the DC Defenders and Vegas Vipers. And Sunday, the Brahmas and Guardians are on ESPN at 4 Eastern, followed by the Renegades and Roughnecks on ESPN2 at 7 Eastern. All 3 games also available on ESPN+. So Seattle really didn't show much of the ability to get to the quarterback in week number 1. One team that did, Houston, 6 combined sacks between Trent Harris and Tim Ward. They're going to be fun to watch.
Set go! Hut! Hut!
DiNucci lofts it, and he's got an open man, Blake Jackson. Second catch for him.
Let's go spread right, stack left. Spread right, stack left, 590 Texas. 590 Texas.
590 on 2, ready. 590, 590, quarter, you're good.
That brings us to the end of the first quarter. If you took the over, you're sweating it a little bit because we've got 1, 2, 3. 3 points, that's it. It's all about the defense here in Seattle. Welcome back to Seattle, a 3-0 lead for the Sea Dragons after 1. Let's catch up with Fitzy.
Behind the Blackhawks bench right now, where the Battlehawks with Ricky Prohl, wide receivers coach, quarterback A.J. McCarron on this Bolt 6 tablet, the split screen guys, cutting edge technology. Take a look.
We just got to pick that stuff up. You got to pick it up. And it's a big play.
Yeah, it's there.
Explosive. We pick it up.
It's there.
Welcome back to Seattle, Ricky Prohl. DiNucci back at it. Pearson's wide open. Pearson's got the sideline. He's got some get up. Case in point. 6. 54 yards.
Get off the field!
What?
3. Left hash. Oh, right hash. Right hash. Get off the...
880, prompt 880, 880. Trips left off, 880.
Let's set up the extra points. You can go for 1, 2, or 3. June Jones, ultra aggressive. They always take the 3 from the 10-yard line. XFL teams 2 for 4 for 3 in week 1. DiNucci rocked, but not before he let it go to Josh Gordon.
Those were back-to-back outstanding plays, starting off with the touchdown. You saw that motion. That motion affects the defense, and all of a sudden you see Ja'Cour Pearson who runs a 4-2. He ran a 4-2. Get the touchdown. And then Josh Gordon doing what Josh Gordon does. See that motion by the running back? All of a sudden, Ja'Cour Pearson becomes number 3, and that affects Mike Rose, number 27. He has to slide over and push over. Well, that motion affects it. And then Ja'Cour Pearson, who is a speedster, ran a 4-2, played at Ole Miss. And then the conversion, Josh Gordon on this route, corner route, Ben DiNucci gets the protection that he needs. Josh Gordon,
you got it,
all he wanted to do was play ball.
Go.
Now he's back.
Touchdown. Boy, hey, we're going for 3. We're going for 3. We're going for 3. Stay out there. We're going for 3. Hey, get off the field.
I love it. Touchdown. When he got the ball, he knew it. And Pearson really has been the breakout star of the entire XFL. He was a relative unknown coming into the season.
He was. He had 12 catches last week. You think on a team with Josh Gordon, you're thinking he's going to get all the targets. Well, we heard from their head coach, we heard that Josh Gordon was getting double teamed. And then so you have to find someone else to make plays, and that's what Ja'Cour Pearson was able to do.
Taylor.
Thank you. Ja'Cour Pearson, you said touchdown right after you caught the ball. How did you know you were getting into the end zone on that one?
I just seen green grass, and I had to go score for my team. But just chill, though. Y'all ain't seen nothing yet. Chill.
You've taken the XFL by storm last week and this week. What is it about your skill set that you feel like has exceeded in this league so far?
Oh no, I just want to win. I just want to win. That's it. That's it. Just for all the underdogs out there, we finna win.
Cole, back to you.
How can you not love that? Pearson leading XFL receivers in week 1 in targets, catches, and yards. And another incompletion there by McCarron.
Let's go. Double right. 2 jet hop.
Anytime you get 50 out.
And that is Ron Zook, former head coach at Florida and Illinois, the DC for Seattle. McCarron, quick toss to Shepard. Shepard with a solid game. Week 3 of the XFL season begins next Saturday night with the Sea Dragons taking on the Vipers at 7 Eastern, 4 Pacific, and it will continue Sunday with the BattleHawks and DC Defenders, plus the Guardians and Renegades. All 3 of those games are on FX, and we round out the week with the Brahmas and Roughnecks on ESPN2 at 8 Eastern. All 4 available on ESPN+. 3rd and 1.
Hey, flipper! 180! Wait, shot!
McCarron into heavy traffic, but if you're throwing to Austin Prohl, that traffic does not matter.
19 Wanda, Cannon with 200 at Houston.
Move to double right. 19 Wanda, Can 200 jet Houston.
Does McCarron look like he's finding some rhythm?
He does. We hear that. Can, you're going to see it here. Then he's going to make a check based off what the defense shows.
We're good. We're good.
He says we're good. They're running the play.
Can. 180. Wait, shot.
Quick check down to his running back, Mateo Durant, former single-season rushing leader at Duke.
We got 10 on the field. Oh my God.
12 counter plus 1, right?
That was the 3rd down where they had 10 guys on the field.
And you see why he's frustrated, because last week there was a play they had 12 on the field. That's what flipped the momentum to have them lose that game.
180. Wait, shot.
Quick pitch, Gary Jennings got the corner, got the 1st down. The former West Virginia Mountaineer moving the sticks.
12. Let's go. Move to double right. 19 Wanda, Cannon with 200 at Houston.
Okay. Move to double right. 19 Wanda, Can 200 jet Houston. Hey.
Here we go. Clock. Let's go.
Move. Leave it on. Set. 180. Wait, set.
Durant, the slasher. That's a thud.
10. Trips right tight. Tex. 51 Y stick. X looky. Trips right tight. Tex.
Hey, trips right tight. Tex. 51 Y stick. X looky at 1, right? Go.
We've yet to see Akeem Butler get involved. He's at the slot to the right of McCarron, wearing 88. Steditz to Aitman and through his hands.
Let's go 11. Jingle left, 3 jet wide corner pin. Jingle left, 3 jet wide corner pin.
Hey, jingle left, 3 jet wide corner pin. F flip. Yep. Here we go. Tighten. Set. 180. Wait, set.
St. Louis 1 for 4 on 3rd down. McCarron's going to scramble, using the wheels. He's got enough of them left, and he's got the 1st down. Ball is out. Is it after contact? St. Louis recovers regardless.
I believe elbow was down. Elbow down.
Here we go, 11.
Let's go.
Bunch right tight, Zach. Yellow 4 so. Bunch right tight, Zach.
Where's the spot?
Yellow 4 so.
Perfect. Ball coming out. First
That's
down.
perfect.
Good spot. Right knee is down. Cart has a great look. First down.
Set.
So on the fly, Dean Blandino says perfect job. Tough call to make in real time. Durant hit immediately. He's dropped. No gain.
10, 10, 10, 10, 10.
And Dean Blandino, so before that, so you heard Jim Haslett tell his quarterback, Ben DiNucci, hey, keep that ball tight. Well, now you see the ball wasn't tight. Now, Dean Blandino is in the XFL Command Center in California. He's watching all these games. Before a play can get snapped, he can call it in and make a change. Dean, what'd you see there?
Second down. Yeah, we were looking to see when the ball came out. Obviously, looking fumbled down by contact. Right knee was down. We had a great look on the cart cam. We were able to confirm the ruling.
I mean, Karen hit as he throws, complete to Stephen Mitchell, another flag.
Let's run and stop the clock.
What's the result of the play?
5-yard gain. Completion.
Okay, we're gonna half the distance roughing the passer. Number 92, correct?
You lost 5 seconds on the clock.
Personal foul. Roughing the passer. 92, the defense. This penalty will be enforced half the distance from the end of the play. An automatic first down.
You could put 9-12 on the clock. 9-12 on the clock. 9-12.
Please reset the game clock to 9 minutes, 12 seconds. 9-1-2.
Come on now.
Chris, you'll mark off all fouls.
Yeah.
See why he's got a flag.
Dean, what did you see on that call?
Yeah, referee called a blow to the head. It was the right hand, forcible contact to the head neck area. We're looking at that as well and able to confirm that there was contact.
Durant through the middle, physical run to the 6-yard line, brought down by Antoine Brooks.
Here we go.
Now before that, on the end of the fumble play, we also saw a face mask that was not called. That is a play that can be challenged if you want an extra 15 yards.
And so could that blow to the head. If there was a roughing the passer that you think was unnecessary or incorrectly called, you could use that challenge and correct the call.
8-man in motion. And it goes back to Durant, and Durant pushing his way to the shadow of the goal line.
If we can go back to Dean quickly. Dean, on that blow to the head, does it have to be forcible, or what if it's incidental?
Has to be forcible, absolutely. And when we're looking at that, if you run it in slow motion, it's always going to look less than forcible. You got to run it at full speed.
Durant, some force. Did he get in? No, the spot is just shy inside the 1-yard line.
Here we go. Let's go. Double right. Z help. QB sneak on, right? Mike, get it to me.
It's the XFL. You're down by 12, but you could make this a field goal game. Shepard behind McCarron. He's going to push him in. McCarron is in. Touchdown, St. Louis.
I love that.
2 points. From the 5, from the 5.
Good job, boy.
So Beck going with the 2-point conversion. He says he will always start there and adjust as the game goes on. The 2-pointer from the 5.
Trick right. Hey, it's supposed to be left. Trick right. It's supposed to be left hash. 51, walk swap. 51. You got the
Sounds
flag.
like they wanted this ball spotted at the left hash.
Right, trips right, so you have 3 receivers or 3 reception options to the right.
McCarron for 2, back in the end zone to 8-man. Give him 2 more.
Good job.
Former Raiders teammates hooking up.
God damn, good job, Bruce.
Hey, that's a drive.
St. Louis strikes back, following up the Seattle touchdown with one of their own.
He was pumping his hands. we go. Let's go.
That's the rhythm that Anthony Beck was talking about for A.J. McCarron. He gets St. Louis on the board. Let's check in with Fitz on the sideline.
Well, let's go into the trenches here, man. Mike Panashuk, pride of Michigan State. Take us on the goal line right now as a center. Take us down and dirty in the trenches.
I mean, that's how you get it. You just got to get down and dirty. I mean, shout out to the guys up front. Just keep pushing every single play. And that's all that matters at the end of the day.
By the way, no undershirt, man. The belly every now and then comes out. This is just pads, and that's it.
That's how it's always been throughout the whole career. Get down and dirty, baby.
Down and dirty. Hey, Asacho, that's your kind of guy right here.
And he used to be a defensive guy like you. He was a defensive tackle at Michigan State.
Former defensive tackle. He was signed as an undrafted free agent to the Las Vegas Raiders in 2020. Spent time with the practice squad with the Carolina Panthers. He has NFL experience.
Let's get back to another kickoff. Teams line up 5 yards from each other. They cannot move their line until that. The ball is touched. Jalen Red recovers. Wiggling, sideline, little crease. Oh, he's tripped up north of the 26-yard line. Panashuk, that is a big, mean, nasty dude. That's why his coaching staff loves him.
He's a beast.
That cannot be easy to do, though, the transition from defensive line to center.
It's not. You're usually aggressive as a defensive lineman. As center, you can still be aggressive, but you don't want to be overly aggressive all the time because you get beat quickly.
We see that steam just coming off the bald head. Love it. DiNucci back to work. Former Cowboys quarterback over the middle. And a quick hookup to Jordan Veazey. Excuse me, to his tight end, Charlie Tamapia.
Ben DiNucci started at Pitt.
Hey, Denver on 2, ready. Red right.
Lost his starting spot to Kenny Pickett.
And then ended up with an outstanding career at James Madison. Lost in the championship game to North Dakota State. Nice run there. Brendan Knox.
Give me trips left, 80 Z9 X levels.
80 on 2,
80
right.
Z9 X levels. Be bottom of the numbers, 15.
You may remember DiNucci's name, getting a start, really an emergency situation when Dak Prescott was injured. Andy Dalton was in concussion protocol. Got the start against the Eagles. Slinging the pass and an immediate hit. Looking for T.J. Hammonds, Mike Hampton with the stop. Week 2 continues Saturday on FX with the DC Defenders taking on the Vegas Vipers. Sundays, the Brahmas and Guardians on ESPN at 4 Eastern, followed by the Renegades and Roughnecks on ESPN2 at 7 Eastern. All 3 games also available on ESPN+.
Set go! Hot! Hot!
To Knox. A couple of yards on first down. So, betting is part of what we do here in the XFL. These are the odds to win the championship. It is the Renegades in Arlington, led by Bob Stoops, as a favorite. The Houston Roughnecks and Wade Phillips, they started down on the list. They've rocketed up to number 2 on that favorite list.
Set go! Hot! Hot!
DiNucci flushed, eludes pressure, loaded up and going. Pearson, I mean, the dude's not that big.
He played slot. Jacour Pearson played slot at Western Kentucky, transferred to Ole Miss, then he played outside receiver. We talked about it, he's not the biggest guy, but wherever he lines up on the field, he's going to find a way to make a play.
Cameron Nizelek will punt it away. Darius Shepard is deep. Gunners cannot leave until the ball is punted. Fair catch called for at the 15-yard line. That's where A.J. McCarron will take over. 12-8, Seattle with the lead.
Timeout on the field.
Let's take a look at tonight's game flow, brought to you by Progressive.
We got 10 on the field. Oh my God.
That's a drive! That's a drive! Let's go! Hey, keep it going. We're hot now. We got to take advantage of this.
You just don't want to go penny, huh?
And there are the head coaches, Anthony Beck and Jim Haslett. Haslett actually has coached Beck and Beck's offensive coordinator, Bruce Gretkowski. It was a 14-play, 72-yard drive for St. Louis last time out. They didn't wait till the final 90 seconds like they did in San Antonio in week 1 to get the scoring done. First down carry by Mateo Durant.
Move to trips left. Move to trips left. 19 Springer. Cannon with 300 jet Cardinal. Throw out to Marcel if they give that look again.
Here we go. Move. Hey, just go. Trips left. 19 Springer. Can. 300 jet Cardinal on one, right?
St. Louis playing without their top running back, Brian Hill.
Set.
He's got a hammy. Should be back next week.
180. Wait, set.
Durant with the carry, left side, man. He is throwing his body right into the traffic.
10-10. Gin right tout, tie, 50, Y Ohio, F Bragg.
Gin left out, tie, 51 Ohio, F Bragg on one, right?
See the clock winding down, 3:08 left to go in the second quarter. There is a 2-minute warning. The clock will run after incompletions and out-of-bound plays up until the final 2 minutes, and then we will go to college rules. McCarron, quick pass, and finds Steve Mitchell. A flag comes in late.
Behind. It's touched behind.
Got a face mask defense on my side.
Face mask on the defense, so we're going to tack that on from the end of the play. Personal foul. Face mask on the defense, tackling player. This 15-yard penalty will be added to the end of the play with an automatic first down.
Maybe missed the first one, got the second one there.
Number on that.
And Seattle is helping prolong these St. Louis drives. Two tight end look for the BattleHawks.
180.
Back to the run game. Solid on first down. Taylor.
Well, Seattle playing without inside linebacker Jordan Evans. He came out on their last defensive series. I am told he is questionable. He is dealing with a groin injury.
And that is a huge blow. That's the defensive captain. Man that played 63 games in the NFL, but tore his ACL in 2021 and hasn't played in the NFL since. 2-minute warning time. Seattle leads 12-8. McCarron trying to drive to take the lead. Let's bring in Dean Blandino, VP of Officiating for the XFL. Dean, how does the timing work in the final 2 minutes of a half?
Yeah, in the last 2 minutes, after incomplete passes and a runner going out of bounds, the clock will stop and then it will start on the next snap. We also added the college first down rule, so if the runner makes the line of gain in the field of play, the clock will stop and then wind on the ready for play.
And Dean, what's the reasoning behind that set of rules?
Yeah, I think we've got the clock running outside of 2 minutes. We wanted to compress this 2-minute window, have more opportunities for teams to conserve time, comeback period, things like that, give them an opportunity to get back in the game. We saw St. Louis last week with a big comeback, and that's what we're looking for.
Yeah, that's what you guys are trying to foster. We definitely saw that throughout the league in week number 1. So St. Louis with 3 timeouts and their challenge. Seattle identical there. McCarron will throw, and he's got Aitman.
Good job, good job. Let's go. Move to double right, Ralph. Move to double right, Ralph. No, move to double left, Larry. Move to double left, Larry.
Here we go. What? Move to double left, Larry on 1, right? You got that? Hey, you got to come back. Move. Set. 180. Wait, set.
Flag. And a sack. Tuzar skipper
lined up in
bringing
the
McCarron down.
defense.
Offside.
That's coming back.
Offside. The 48 of the defense lined up in the neutral zone. It's a 5-yard penalty still. First down.
So Skipper thought he had himself his first XFL sack.
Penny. 4. Penny over 4. Over 4. Over 4.
Cross right tight. Yellow 4, X Omaha 1, right?
If you're a fan of college football, you just hear that voice and you go, that's Ron Zook.
180! Wait, set!
McCarron back to Aitman. That's been the go-to connection.
Fucking taps up here!
Sub in there, right? All right. Yeah, I change. No. Get over 4. Over 4. Over 4.
Double left, big tap, 310. Last stick, F stick on, right? Right hit. Hey, go!
Aitman now at the top of the screen.
180! Wait, set!
McCarron to Durant inside the 25.
Give me sub.
Plenty of time.
Trips right, Purdue. Trips right, Purdue.
Hey, go 3 jet.
Yeah, sorry.
3 jet, Purdue. Set. 180! Wait, set!
McCarron taking a shot for the end zone, one-on-one coverage, and a late break by Bryce Thompson to break it up.
You heard that sub call. That's getting some of the pass rushers in, but great play by Bryce Thompson. So notice there's still pass interference, offensive, defensive, but there was no interference on this play. Great play by Thompson, a little bit underthrown by A.J. McCarron.
And Durant playing with one shoe, if you saw it on the left side of that screen.
2 by 2. Hurry up! Set! 180! Wait, set!
And a timeout.
First timeout
by St. Louis.
St. Louis. It's going to be 30 seconds in duration.
Coverage of this weekend's ABC Hockey Saturday doubleheader begins at 12:30 Eastern. Then the Rangers are in D.C. taking on the Caps. Alex Ovechkin is back after the death of his father, followed by Sidney Crosby and the Pens squaring off against the Blues. Both games also available on ESPN+.
One rule of note, you see those 2 timeouts for St. Louis. Well, that one red challenge.
Trips right tight, text. 50 smash. Wide jerk. Come on, right? Hey, it's middle open. Take it.
You have to have a timeout remaining to use that challenge all play. And so it's good to use them. We have to have one timeout in order to use that challenge.
And Beck told us before the game, that's a rule that makes him nervous. He doesn't really know how to use that yet. So some confusion covering Durant at the bottom of the screen. McCarron just got it off. What off? Akeem Butler almost made the catch of the early season.
Akeem Butler is 6'6", he's 231. He was a fourth-round pick from the Arizona Cardinals. If he would have been 6'7", 6'7" would have caught it.
We saw him make plays like this in his storied career in Ames.
He also made the touchdown last week to get his team back in the game.
Set. Reject. Hey.
McCarron with another timeout. As the crowd's starting to get into it.
Second time out of the half. St. Louis. 30 seconds in duration.
Damn.
Almost there, Sam.
And this team is full. This team is full of tall receivers. Marcel Aitman, 6'4". Aitman, 6'4". You see Butler, 6'6". That one he could have come down with, but that's why they went and drafted all these big, tall, long receivers to target them, especially in the red zone.
Butler was a fourth-round pick by the Cardinals in 2019. Only played in 2 games in his NFL career. Bad break as he broke his hand in his rookie year. That derailed him.
3 jet, Utah, X-hand signal. 3 jet. Set. 180. Wait, cut.
St. Louis has converted their last 3 on third down. Pressure and a sack. The ball comes loose. It's still loose. It's picked up finally by Darius Shepard. But that's going to send St. Louis out of field goal range.
One thing that shows up on tape when you watch the right tackle, number 73, he shoots his hands, and so those hands are available to be beat. And so as a right tackle, as an offensive lineman, you want to try and punch, but if you're punching your hand's going to be beat. And you could give up big plays.
Well, Tuzar skipper left too early the first time around. He timed it up there.
You're going to call it with 1?
All right, Dean, what are you seeing?
Yeah, first thing, is it a fumble? And it was. And then we're looking for a clear recovery. The ball was not possessed initially. It bounced around, and eventually St. Louis got on the ball. So the clock does not stop, and I think St. Louis is going to take a timeout here to eventually stop it.
And so similar to the NFL, you have your 3 timeouts in the first half and 3 timeouts in the second half. But that one challenge that you can challenge all, that does not carry over. It's 1 in the first half. Use it, you don't get another one. Second half and also overtime.
1.
Does Seattle come after it here?
I don't think you do. I think you play safe. I don't think you need to pressure the punt on a play like this.
Richter out of Syracuse, the punter. Short punt, but he's going for hang time to try to get this one to the half. And it's going to be down at the 6-yard line. Irrelevant, because that takes us to half.
Well, even more relevant, too, it did take us to half, but if that ball would have gone out of bounds and there was still time on the clock, any punt inside the 35-yard line comes out to the 35-yard line. So you saw them jump on the punt to keep it from getting out of bounds.
A little bit of a slow start with both teams trying to get out of the gates quickly, going 3 and out, but it did not take long for DiNucci and McCarron to heat up.
They did. both quarterbacks started off hot. And I love what I saw from A.J. McCarron. He didn't start off the way you would have expected, but after the first series or two, he finally found his rhythm. He hit Aitman a few times, one for that 2-point conversion. That's what you like to see, and that's what we heard from their coaches.
Teams are going to the locker room. So are we. It's against XFL, baby. Halftime is coming up. Seattle is just an amazing city. Great people, great food, and they're used to great football. And Jim Haslett looks like he's putting together a winner right here with the Seattle Sea Dragons. Looked like they should have won their opener against DC. They had turnovers. It's been clean football for Seattle so far here in this first half, and they got a lead. Sam, what stands out the most?
What stands out to me is the pass rush. If you go, now we finally have film to watch. Last week was week 1, and so now you can actually go and scout what you're going to go against. And so if you're watching the offensive tackles, they gave up a few sacks last week of the St. Louis offensive tackles. So now Seattle's saying we can use our speed to power. We can use our hands. We can get after A.J. McCarron. So that's what's standing out to me, the pressure that A.J. McCarron is feeling in the pocket.
And then you got the go-to guy, Ja'Cory Pearson. To me, this is what the XFL is all about. This guy was a YouTube star going up with Destroyer and the one-on-one camps up in Detroit and just burning everybody, and now he's doing it in this league.
And he did it last week, but he did it everywhere he's been. We talked about his earlier stops. When he went to Ole Miss, he's only 5'7", but he played outside receiver there, and he still was able to make plays. He had one of the regional, the hubs where he worked out for the offensive coordinator, and he ran a 4.2. They hit him. That's what they did. They said, we need you on our team. And so opportunity to play alongside Josh Gordon, who's getting a lot of coverage, that gives you chances to make more plays for your team.
Let's get a live look with Ron Zook, defensive coordinator, inside the Seattle locker room.
Now we've had more issues ourselves than what they've had. Number one, okay, personnel groupings. Okay, echo it. Linebackers, when you guys are out there, I'm calling it, you guys call it out there so we know, and then we got to make sure that you guys on the sidelines are hearing the coach. You got to either be with Chip or with Hammer, so you guys know what our personnel grouping is. We can't have that kind of confusion. Now, we've had some crazy penalties, you know, and lining up both sides. I'm going to tell you, that chaps my ass, guys. There's no excuse for that. I'd rather have a rough in the quarterback with them lining up off sides. Let's make sure we take care of that and just settle down and do what we're going to have secondary. We're going to have to play some cover 7. They're getting in that 3-by-1 and 10 personnel, so we'll play some cover 7, keep the backer in the box. All right, we'll be good on that. Guys, the only thing they've done is they dinked and dunked us. That's all. And then we get kind of rattled. Don't get rattled. Shit. Just play your game. Keep coming after them. Keep doing the things that you're doing. But we got to play tighter in the secondary.
Those are the looks. Like every football fan wants to know, okay, what actually happens in the locker room at halftime? We get to see it.
And what you heard a few things. Number one, you heard him say that we're beating ourselves. What does that mean? We're not getting the right personnel groupings in. As you listen, you hear them say penny. That's a personnel grouping. So they're not getting those personnel groupings in, number one. Number two, you heard them say we need to play tighter in the red zone. In the open field, you can play coverage a certain way. But when you get down to the red zone, everything gets more condensed and gets tighter. And then lastly, you heard the penalties. And I get it. I understand.
Don't be offside.
And I understand an aggressive penalty. Okay, roughing the quarterback. You don't like it, but you get it. But that offsides, those are the ones that hurt you.
Let's check in with St. Louis now.
How many times you got to get hit in the face with a skunk to know that it stinks? I said it's a skunk. You ain't got to get hit with it. Tackle. Right now, they're more physical than we are up front. I'll be honest with you. We got to change that right fucking now. Tackle and get back to playing defense like we know how, being physical up front. Last thing, how many times have we affected the quarterback? Not nearly fucking enough. We got to get to this quarterback. It's all in our control. We just got to go and take this goddamn game over.
That's also part of the inside look. You're going to hear some salty language. Earmuffs!
This is a chance for a second chance.
Rediscovered, revitalized, reborn.
Seattle's Sea Dragons with their home opener Great matchup with A.J. McCarron in St. Louis, who pulled off the miraculous comeback in Week 1. Josh Gordon got himself a 3-point conversion. Only see that in the XFL. And that brings us to our first half stats brought to you by Progressive. Lo Galindo here with Sam Ancho. What stands out the most, Sam?
Stands out to me is Josh Gordon getting involved in the game, and we saw it. He had 8 catches last week, but you notice his love for the game. When we talked to their coaches, Jim Haslett said, man, this dude just wants to play football, and so we haven't seen a lot of Josh Gordon yet. I think we're going to see a lot more in the second half.
Seattle with 54 rushing yards. That's already 3 more than they had all of last week. And ball security has been there. Can they keep it up in the second half? Talk to Tom Luganville, who called Seattle's opener against DC.
Don't worry about that
and what
shit.
DC was able to do, switch up looks post-snap against DiNucci, and that really got him out of rhythm.
That's exactly what happened. You saw so much post-snap movement in the second half that DC did, and that's what hurt Ben DiNucci. And so if you could see St. Louis do that, you'll see even more of an advantage for their defense.
Home team always picks. Do they want to kick? Do they want to receive off the start of the game? Seattle received. Now they kick it off to Shepard and St. Louis. Neither team can move until the kickoff is caught, and Shepard is caught quickly with authority by Clarence Hicks. Fitz.
AB, biggest adjustment, biggest change you want to see from your men in the second half?
Yeah, you know, offensively, we just got to strain a little bit more up front. When our number gets called to make a play, we got to make a big one, right? We dropped one down here. It's a tough catch. We got to pull that in. Defensively, we're in the right spots. We got to tackle. Tackle better as a unit, and we can't give up those easy ones on third down. So we've been doing better defensively, but we got to find ways to make more plays on offense and continue to move the chains.
Thanks, Coach.
All right.
McCarron 9 of 15 in the first half, 60 yards. Sacked 3 times. That ball is tipped at the line of scrimmage. Austin
Here we go.
fouled
Jingle right,
with the step.
Jingle right, fack, 13 counter.
Here we go, let's go, let's go. Jingle right, back. 13 counter on 1, right? Left.
One thing about St. Louis, they love to run these counter plays. You're going to see some pullers in the run game. That's what they love to do.
180! White side!
Mateo Durant. And it looked like there was a seam there, closed quickly.
10. Let's go double right. No, double left, 3-jet junior. Double left, 3-jet junior.
Here we go. Double left. 3-jet junior, Soko. Soko. No mistakes. Set. 180. White.
McCarron, Hakeem Butler. And Butler fighting hard for that catch. It's going to be short. What do you do here? Is it too early?
It's too early, but the tough part about that is you heard A.J. McCarron talk about the sticks. What does that mean? That's the first down line. And so when you run that route, you have to run it past the first down line. That when you come back to the ball, you're not about 6 inches off or a yard short like you saw with Butler.
Punt will look a little different than what you see in the NFL and college football. The Gunners cannot leave until the ball is kicked. And we've got a timeout by St. Louis or a flag on the back end. Let's check in with Taylor.
Prior to the expiration of the clock.
Here with Coach Haslett. Coach, you had a strong message for your defense at the half. What did you think of what they just did right there?
Well, we'll see. We're not done yet. It's still 4th on. So, but you know, it's a good start. But we were in disarray for about 2 series. We can't be that way.
Appreciate your time. Lowell?
Disarray, what did that look like to you, Sam?
Well, what we saw in week 1, their defense played a lot better. And this time you're seeing missed assignments. You heard him say stupid, missed calls. The defense, they're not communicating well, and communication is what makes defenses go.
Hoff-Richter, former Ray Guy finalist, boots it away. Pearson lost it. He touched it. Live ball. St. Louis back points at the 22-yard line.
And this is exactly what we saw last week. We saw turnovers by Seattle. Just like in the NFL, if the ball is touched, it's considered a muff, and you can fall on the ball.
It's tough to tell. Card is blocked out. Yeah, I don't have anything clear. I've got it bouncing there, trying to get. Francisco, we're looking at it. Just hold it up. I don't see anything else.
Yeah, Dean's looking at it. We're holding it up. This way.
All right, we're gonna clear it. We don't have anything clear to show whether he touched it or not. We got to stay with the ruling on the field.
The call's gonna stand, Coach. The call's gonna stand. They don't have anything definitive to overrule.
Let's go.
Just couldn't tell.
They don't have anything definitive to overrule it, so don't change.
Call, let's go, call.
Dean, how were you able to go through the footage that quickly and tell there was nothing else to see?
Yeah, we've got a couple of presets, so we know based on where the play takes place, we know which angles to look at initially. And we had 3 or 4 good looks, and we just couldn't tell if the ball actually touched him, so we got to go back to the ruling on the field.
Dean, if they were to challenge that, let's say they were to use one of their coaches' challenges, is there a different angle that you could have used with more time?
No, we have access. What's great is we have access to all of the cameras, so we can go through them. So if Seattle had challenged, they would lose the challenge. So it's a good decision by Coach Haslett not to do that.
Go, Jake.
3-yard carry by McCarron on first down.
180.
Shepard in motion. McCarron back to Shepard. Shepard trying to dance his way free. He's not going to be able to do that.
Ball.
Let's go, O.
I love the excitability of the coaches on the sideline.
And I love the reality of Jim Haslett. When he was getting interviewed by Taylor, he said, hey, it's not over yet. Special teams is considered a defensive play. That was a turnover.
3rd and long for McCarron. And that's to Butler, but that will be well short of the first down.
Hey, you got to dry your face, baby. Hey, why the levy? Why levy right there?
So field goal time for Donnie Hagman, 36 yards. And the San Diego State Aztec, no good.
People talk about defending every blade of grass, even despite all the turnover and the defense going back out there. You hold them to a field goal, and then the field goal ends up being missed. It doesn't matter how you get there. Find a way to stop the opponent.
Not a great exchange of special teams there for either side. A 12-8 lead for Seattle. Let's throw it down to Taylor.
Here with Chris Payton-Jones, CPJ, as you told me, he likes to be called, but playing for something much bigger than himself today. What's going through your mind?
It's a lot. I'm trying not to get emotional, but my dad passed away this morning. My mom told me the news. She told me not even come home. She said just play the game. That's what he would want. So I'm out here just, with a heavy heart, trying to give him the best effort I can to make sure we come out with a win. And, just go back and just, deal with it that way.
What do you think your dad would say the fact that you are playing right now?
He would be happy. I know he's looking down, he's smiling that I'm out here, I'm still playing. This what made him happy. Me playing, so I'm out here playing.
You've been through adversity before with some injuries, losing your grandfather. How has the game of football helped you get through these times?
It's helped me get through a lot. Just being around the game, knowing, different things don't go as planned. Football prepares me for things off the field. So, just going through different things, it's hard, but at the same time, I've been through harder things. I lost my grandpa, lost my grandma. Those were tough losses, but, I'm still here, still playing, and I know they're proud of me. I know they're looking down on me. So, it don't get no better than that.
Well, thank you for sharing your journey with us. Guys?
Our thoughts and prayers with CPJ and his family. Meanwhile, on the field, ball is out. Recovery is made by Kevin Atkins. St. Louis in great field position. I'm not trying to get the football back for big number 90 right now.
And he's big number 90 for a reason. This dude is great. He's a technician. You watch him, hands are unbelievable. He shoots through his hips. And then when you play sound football, you find your way around the ball. He's standing, his eyes are open, and he falls on the rock. This is not like the college game in that you can get up and run it, but a big man, stay down.
So St. Louis has got some breaks, but they still only have one offensive score. Trying to change that. Here's a shot, streaking down the sideline, but broken up. Looking for Gary Jennings, and it's CPJ. That's for Pops right there.
11. Double right.
Sam, are you kidding me?
When we talk about football being this safe haven, you can wonder, how can someone, he lost his granddad in 2018, lost his grandma, tore his meniscus during the combine, loses his dad today. How can someone play a game today? But football, sometimes it's this sanctuary. You forget about everything else, and you play a game that you love.
And you just want it that bad. Here's Kareem Walker. Nothing going. Setting up a 3rd and long.
11.
The other side is the psychology.
Chevy at search. Trips up to Jet Chevy at search.
The psychology of football players. We're great at compartmentalizing. So you say, okay, I'll come into this arena. I'll play my game. I'll help my team. There will be a time to mourn, but right now he's focused on helping his team win the game.
It's a guy with 6 NFL starts in his career. Playing for his dad. McCarron to Prohl. Prohl got rocked by Bryce Thompson.
Talk about playing for his dad. Prohl's dad is the wide receiver coach at St. Louis.
Prohl played for Seattle in 2020 and had the first touchdown of the XFL season. Now, will the NFL look at a moment like this from Chris Payton-Jones and say, I like that. That's a guy that wants it.
They will.
McCarron, back shoulder. He was looking for Gary Jennings. It was broken up by Lyndon Stevens.
And before his injury, Payton-Jones he was a mid-round draft. He was projected to be a mid-round pick. But that's why this XFL league is so important. Players can get injuries that can derail part of their career. Sometimes you might get cut. You're player 54 on a 53-man roster. Then you get an opportunity and you shine. NFL coaches and scouts are watching these games. They're going to go back and watch this film.
Meanwhile, that was former Seahawk Lyndon Stevens with a breakup. Back here in Seattle, McCarron, he's got Butler! Butler, did he not find it quick enough? Looked like he had him.
And it looked like he didn't accelerate out of this break. And I don't know if there was a trip or a stumble there, but as soon as you have that outside leverage, running the 7 route, you see him, he has outside leverage. It's wide open. You have to accelerate. Expect the ball at points like that.
Does that ball need to be caught by the former Cyclone?
Has to be caught.
McCarron checked out. And that's well short. Emmanuel Smith checked that with the stop.
We heard Anthony Beck say yesterday, hey, a lot of our players want to run certain plays. Well, you have to make the play for me to call it. And then last thing, you hear that base call. Base, that's for field goal block. Remember we heard from Jim Haslett, we're missing formations.
Now Hagman's looking at the clock. and they've reset it. 44 yards. He missed from 36 moments ago.
You hear the crowd getting loud.
To make it a one-point game. And we got a one-point game. Seattle hold on to the one-point lead with 6:32 left to play here in the third. Chris Payton-Jones is playing the game he loves to honor the man he loves, his father. How do you even process news like this, especially on the day of a game? CPJ was told by his mom earlier today that his father had died. Yet Chris Payton-Jones comes out, wants to honor his dad's life by playing the game he loves, and moments ago broke up a would-be touchdown by St. Louis. That's a lot of heart. It's a lot of emotion. I don't even want to understand what he's feeling right now.
Humans are... Life is hard. At the end of the day, life is hard, and I couldn't imagine losing a dad. But you think about, you say, okay, he would have wanted me to play, and now you want to go and play your best for your dad, for your family, for everyone watching. That was a great play and a great game so far by CPJ.
We've got a great overall matchup here, 12-11. Setting up for some late game drama with 6.5 minutes left to play in the third quarter. That's the Seahawks legend right there, Ricky Prohl, receivers coach. Father of Austin. They shared a great moment last week as Austin Prohl caught the game-winning touchdown. Here's Ben DiNucci, former Cowboys quarterback. A little check down to Morgan Ellison. Oh, Ellison hit the brakes. Catch episode 3 of the XFL docuseries Player 54, Chasing the XFL Dream. Next Thursday at 5 Eastern on ESPN2. Available to stream immediately after on ESPN Plus. Directed by Peter Berg, this 9-part docuseries chronicles the creation of the XFL under new ownership and provides an all-access look at all 8 teams. DiNucci back to Ellison. Ellison, big physical receiver out of the backfield. Out of Southeast Louisiana. They call him Juice.
Let's go. Spread right, stack left, Denver.
Here we go.
Spread right, stack left, Denver.
Let's go. 1 yard here. Let's go.
June Jones is saying this ain't Hawaii anymore. Former head coach of Hawaii, SMU, and the Atlanta Falcons. Back to the ground. Ellison, first down.
Let's go. Trips right, Tampa. Trips right, Tampa.
Hey, Tampa on 2, ready. Tampa.
He is the authority when it comes to the run and shoot offense. It has evolved over the years. DiNucci with the keep. The legs have been a factor tonight.
I love hearing these play calls because it has me thinking, okay, what's the play going to be? We've heard Dallas a few times. That's the draw. You see Tampa, the quarterback kept it on the zone read.
Hum to trio right. 60 Georgia special. X dig.
On 2, ready.
If you don't have it wide ass open on the front side, just come on back.
Even specific directions on what to do post-snap. Looking right side. Here's Pearson. It will set up a 3rd and short.
Let's go bunch left. X bunch left. 61 Georgia Z dig.
Here we go. 61
X
on 2,
bunch
ready.
left.
Each team has 15 coach-to-player communication devices. The team gets to split it up. June Jones doesn't want his receivers with those devices in their helmets because so much of this is reads after the snap. And a little flex on him there by Brandon Sebastian, former Boston College Eagle.
You love the physicality. Great eyes, great hits. Suit up for work, my boy.
You like that. And we got to love this. 4th and short. Here we go. Here comes the blitz. DiNucci feels it, stays up. Can he get the edge? He does. DiNucci with the first down scramble.
So Ben DiNucci, he had over 400 rushing yards in college as a senior, over 500 as a junior. He uses his legs, not just in the passing game, but also when he scrambles. We saw him scramble to the left, scramble to the left, scramble to the left in week 1. Every time that B gap opens, we call it the honey hole. That's what you swing, that was quarterbacks go up into to escape and run.
DiNucci, why not? It's worked so far. Shedding tackles, tiptoeing on the sideline and getting close to the sticks.
So now you see why the Cowboys drafted him in the 2020 draft. You see him, he started on Sunday Night Football.
Let's go spread
Part of what
right.
makes this offense great is using your legs.
Denver stare, D's. Spread right.
Denver stare on
Denver stare, D's.
Set go. Hot. Hot.
Allison on the ground. St. Louis trying to strip that one free. It's first down yardage for Juice. Well, they're saying the ball is out. St. Louis is saying we got it.
The ball was out.
Nate Maters comes up with it.
Progress. Dean.
Still in progress.
And of course, Seattle wants to go fast.
They ruled forward progress. Okay.
Ellison powering forward. 6 yards on first down.
So that's a time where you could challenge that play. You'd have to call timeout and then go and challenge it in order to review it. The timeout wasn't called. The play was run.
Hey, 80 on 2, ready. 80.
Replay, check it out.
So I'm thinking about
Check it out, guys. See what you can find here. See what you can find.
The part of all these rules where Beck says he's still most uncomfortable when to use challenges. DiNucci, give him another first down with the wheels.
So if you go back and watch week 1, DiNucci scrambled to the left for that touchdown to Josh Gordon. That's what he does. So what the pass rush has to do is stop getting so far upfield. Stay in your rush lanes.
And he looks so much more comfortable than a week ago.
He does. He looks a lot more comfortable. And he's trying to...
Yeah, they're saying third down on the field. And he's trying to say move the chains. First down. We'll figure this out when we come back, Sam. Going into the fourth quarter, this is what you want. Game still in the balance. 12-11. Sea Dragons trying to win their home opener. Get some.
How's that not a first down right there? I was 1.5 yards past the marker. Go look at it.
I don't know.
Oh my gosh. I was 2 yards past the first down marker.
DiNucci pleading his case that he picked up the first down by 1.5 yards, and it sure looks like he did.
It does look like he did. It does look like he was in front, and that's the critical play. Third and short. That's a first down, whole different set of circumstances. If you don't get this third down, and you don't get the next one.
Oh, this is quarterback sneak all the way.
Let's go.
Oh, bad snap. Did the ball come out? St. Louis is saying we got it.
We got a St. Louis player coming out of the foul with the ball.
He's running the other way.
Defense has the ball.
Kevin Atkins,
are we ruling a fumble?
Has scored a touchdown.
DiNucci doesn't have it. Who ended up with the ball?
Okay, so you're telling me we're ruling there was a fumble recovered by the defense.
I didn't have the quarterback.
That's the ruling, Dean.
contact
Fumble recovered by the defense.
Okay, we're looking at it. I mean, here's the ball on the ground. See the ball on the ground? Yep, and we've got St. Louis coming out of the pile with the football. And I've got the quarterback without the ball. I'm going to take one more look at here at SkyCam. Oh, he doesn't have it. Okay, we can go, Frank. We can go. Turnover. Clear the turnover.
Ruling on the field stands.
So the ruling on the field stands. It is an untimely Seattle turnover.
Mini!
And that second recovery from Atkins tonight.
White son!
Walker up the middle. Walker still up to the 30. He refuses to go down first down carry.
We asked.
Oh my God. No, not again. Not again. Don't tell me he fumbled this. Don't tell me.
Now he says not again because last week Seattle was driving in the red zone, and on a 3rd and short play, DiNucci fumbled the snap. Right after that was a missed field goal, which ended up being costly when you narrowly lose the game.
And remember who recovered that fumble? We asked their coach, we asked the St. Louis coaches yesterday, if any of your guys you think they belong in the NFL, which are they? And Atkins was one of them. 2 recovered fumbles in addition to his great technique in the run game, stuffing the run as a nose guard.
McCarron hit on the play. Shepard. Nice adjustment by Darius Shepard in a flag.
Offensive pass interference, number 11. FBI number 11.
So we did not hear that call.
What was he doing, blocking downfield?
Pass interference on Darius Shepard. Fitz.
I've got Atkins here with me. Take us onto the field. Short yardage, first down on the line. Take us on there. What happened?
You know, we just did what our coach taught us. We groundhog, big man 9'6". He hit the center, you know, and made the quarterback bump into him, and he fumbled the ball. I just picked it up.
I think you scored, but hey, that's not didn't get reviewed. What will Marcus Spears say?
Big man balling.
There it is.
Shout out to my team.
At PI. Back St. Louis up. That was Beck calling for the timeout.
Hey, I want to check. We do see an extension of the arms.
Welcome back to Seattle. Let's go to Van Nuys to check in with Dean Blandino, VP of Officiating. Was that offensive pass interference, was that a challenge?
It was a challenge. So the call on the field was offensive pass interference. And St. Louis did challenge, saying it wasn't. We looked at it. There was an extension. That's what the officials are looking for, extended arms. There was some contact. The arms did extend. We just didn't feel it was enough to overturn.
And Dean, this is one of those things, you can't do this in the NFL. You can't do this in college football.
Correct. Yeah, we have an extra layer in place. And look, if the evidence is clear, the video's there that it wasn't a foul, we can change it.
Awesome, Dean. Thank you so much.
So what happens is Anthony Becht, he challenges, he calls timeout, he challenges, he loses that timeout, and it's still that 15-yard penalty for offensive pass interference.
But that's a play you can't review in other leagues. A pass interference, a penalty.
And this is the play that Bill Belichick has been vying for the NFL to add. He's been talking to the competition committee, saying, can we add this challenge? Now we're seeing it in the XFL.
So no challenges left for St. Louis. Quick pass to Shepard, who was called for the PI. He gets it to the 20. Sam, what do you think? Take a look at this play.
So when it comes to the rule, all you're looking for is an extended arm by the receiver. There is an extended arm. And so that extension equals offensive pass interference. If there would not have been that arm extension, then you could have overturned the call. But when the referee throws the flag, and all he's throwing is based off of that extension.
McCarron backed up, screen to Walker. Walker takes it to the 30, so just short of the original line of scrimmage.
Let's go bunch right, 3-jet. Cook. Bunch right, 3-jet, F Cook.
Here we go. Bunch right. Bunch right. 3-jet, Obama. On one, right? Hey, go F middle.
Former NFL quarterback Bruce Gradkowski, the OC for St. Louis. Late in the play clock. McCarron's got to get this off. He does. McCarron from his back foot. Outstretched arms of Gary Jennings, not enough.
Referee has a penalty for the hands to the face on the offense. What's the result of the play?
Big pass. They're going to want to decline it.
They want to decline it?
Result of the play is incomplete pass.
Hey! Is he not around? Is he not?
A whine coming out of this. Francis wind it.
Not working, but illegal hands to the face on the offense. So this is the type of drive that's going to drive a coach crazy.
And let's go back to that challenge. Sometimes emotions can get the best of you. Anthony Becht regretted last week saying, man, I almost wanted to use it. I didn't know if I should use that challenge. And then this week, earlier in the game, he was thinking about using that challenge for that fumble. Now we're seeing there's one player who's not on the field for St. Louis. This motion allows the defense time to make any adjustments they need to make.
Hoffrichter punting it away from the 20, low line drive. Here's Blake Jackson. Jackson's just going to let this one bounce. It's going to be down near the 35-yard line. FX Snowfall is back for its 6th and final season, where a feud threatens to destroy the Saint family. Every Wednesday at 10 Eastern, 7 Pacific on FX, also streaming on Hulu.
Smitty. Let's go.
Spread left.
The turnovers.
Spread left. Twin right. Bucks lock.
Here we go. Spread left, twins right, Bucks lock on
The
2 right.
issue for the Sea Dragons in the second half with 3 of them, and that's the knock on DiNucci. First career start with the Cowboys, 2 lost fumbles. First start in the XFL last week, 2 picks and a lost fumble, and he's got a lost fumble here tonight. To the ground game, giving DiNucci a break. And that is Ellison. Short game.
We heard Jim Haslett say earlier to DiNucci, hey, protect that football.
Let's go.
Coach, especially defensive
spread
coach.
left, twin right, Bucks Ripper, H smoke.
Bucks Ripper, H smoke on 2 right.
Don't work toward him, all right?
Here we go, here we go. Set, go! Hut! Hut!
DiNucci, quick pass. Brought in by Blake Jackson. So
shade 52 lurk stay. Shade 52 lurk stay.
23 total points. So you're feeling good with the under right now with 11 minutes left. But a lot of time, Sam. 3rd and 5. DiNucci out of the hands of Blake Jackson.
Come on!
Would have been short of the first down, even if you made the catch.
Keep coming, 80.
So both teams had electric offensive drives in the first quarter, and after that, it's really slowed down.
Come on, man.
It's only week. We lost it. It's only week 2, but you can start to notice trends with teams. And the trend with Seattle that we've seen is this hot start and the fizzle out. What they need to change in that trend is find a way to finish well. It's turnovers, that matters a lot, but it's also some of the penalties. Find a way to eliminate those turnovers, which means protecting the ball. No penalties. Get back into this game.
The XFL is brought to you by Arby's. Arby's, we have the meats. That was our best work of the night, Sam. Beautiful Seattle. It's cold tonight. St. Louis would really like to have more of an effective run game. They do not have Brian Hill, the standout former NFL running back. Hurt his hammy early in the comeback win last week. Returned, played on that, but did not travel with the team. So Durant and Walker are trying to pick up the slack.
180! 180!
Here's A.J. McCarron to Prohl. Hey, it's fourth quarter. It's Austin Prohl time, baby.
And let's go on the ball, on the ball, on the ball. On the ball. Double right, 350, dragon wide spot.
Double right, 350, dragon, wide spot. 350. 350, dragon, wide spot.
Prohl was a key figure in that comeback as St. Louis trailed by 12 in the final 90 seconds against San Antonio. Out of the backfield, Durant hitting the brakes, cutting back inside, and it's collision time. Hey, Sam, that's one thing they're not calling early in the XFL.
I say I haven't seen a lot of these late hit calls. That was a hit out of bounds, and it wasn't called.
Set. 180. Wait, set.
McCarron to Durant. Durant spinning.
On the
right
ball, on
at
the ball, on the
sticks.
ball.
It looks like he's going to have the
Let's
first
go
down.
trough left. Trips left, 200 jet. X hitch. Y brag. Trips left, 200 jet, X hitch, Y brag.
Right foot true. Yes. Set.
McCarron with a 17-game NFL career. 2-2 as a starter. Quick pass to Hakeem Butler. Former teammate with the Raiders. Week 2 continues Saturday on FX with the DC Defenders and Vegas Vipers. Sunday, the Brahmas and Guardians are on ESPN at 4 Eastern, followed by the Renegades and Roughnecks on ESPN2 at 7 Eastern. All 3 games also available on ESPN+. The Renegades and Bob Stoops, now the favorite to win the XFL after Week 1. They beat Rod Woodson and the Vipers. They didn't have an offensive touchdown in that game.
They're about to see some defense with the Roughnecks and Tim Ward and Anthony Harris on the outside.
You know it. McCarron, he's got a man. Durant. It was over his fingertips. Quinterio Cole in coverage.
Little bit misplaced ball, but you wonder how many times that Mateo Durant has run this route. Remember, Brian Hill was the starting running back, hurt his hamstring last week. He broke that big run that brought this team back in the game. It could be a timing issue because of a backup running back.
Set. 180. Wait, set.
Walker, back foot, shot to Butler. Hakeem Butler to the 20, trying to leg it, and he's got it. St. Louis has taken the lead. Hakeem Butler with late game magic.
Hey, two. Hey, clock's going, AJ. Clock's going, AJ. Clock's going. 2. Where you want it? Where you want it?
Seeing shades of last week. Hakeem Butler, late game touchdown to get his team back in the game.
A former Iowa State Cyclone had that first touchdown of the comeback. He's had a couple of drops tonight. Redemption. 2-point conversion here from the 5.
180! White side!
To make it a 7-point game. Going back to Butler. Butler! Can I make the catch? All right, break it down, Sam.
So Hakeem Butler, we're going to see him on this touchdown. It's a 44-yard reception. Notice he's lined up a little bit wider. He's 6'6", he's tall. The safety has to stay inside leverage. Once he gets cut across his face, it's hard to make this play. And then that stiff arm is what leaves the rest for history. And so, sees Hakeem Butler, 4th-round pick.
Oh, God. Damage done by Trey Walker.
This is why Hakeem Butler was drafted in the 4th round by the Cardinals in 2019. Plays like that. Injuries can mess up your trajectory, but plays like this can bring you back into the fold.
And late in the games, we start to see that NFL pedigree, the national champion pedigree by McCarron. Here's Blake Jackson at the 10. On the catch. You see on the scoreboard.
Trips left. 561 Houston mesh. You don't have a clear look over here. Get to the
Trips left. 561 mesh Houston on 2 ready. Yes.
We got the total at 38 points. The over starting to feel a little bit better. Seattle favored by 4. Now down by 5. DiNucci steps up. Confident throw over the middle to the former Troy standout Damian Willis. Fitz.
Hakeem, walk us through that play. Walk us through that touchdown.
Coach Bruce gave us a good call, and they gave us the coverage that we like, so touchdown.
Simple as that, boys. There you go.
To the point, that dude was an all-out beast in his career at Iowa State. DiNucci's going to use the legs again, wait until the last moment to commit. It takes him to the 35.
trips right, half. Trips right, half. Flip 51, Z go.
Here we go, flip 51 on 2, ready. Flip 51.
Seattle Sea Dragons only 2 of 8 on 3rd down.
Go!
Pearson has been quiet in the second half. Sideline shot. St. Louis breaks on it and breaks it up. That's Mike Hampton in coverage.
Hey, get ready, get ready, get ready, get ready.
4th and 1. Gutsy call here by June Jones and Jim Haslett.
Set go!
DiNucci will throw, looking for Ja'Cory Pearson. It's low. Turnover on downs.
We don't run the ball.
And did you hear that? DiNucci said, can we not run the ball?
Well, you wonder, it's third. You wonder, why do you take a deep pass on 3rd and 1? Well, you take that because you're going to go for it on 4th.
That's it, boy!
But if you remember about that running clock in the XFL, the clock would run, it's worth the risk.
Carry here to Durant. Now the counter would be, can we not run the ball? They ran the ball at the 1 yard line late against DC, and DiNucci fumbled the football.
And it trips left Mickey cold. Trips left Mickey cold.
And they ran a quarterback sneak earlier on 3rd or 4th and 1 and on a fumble.
Trip left. Mickey cold on 1, right? Yes.
No lead is safe.
Hey, Mini.
Against St. Louis.
Here we go. Let's go. Set. 180. White side.
Back to the ground. And Durant's going to make this a 3rd and 1. Our NBA Saturday primetime matchup on ABC and the ESPN app features Jason Tatum and the Eastern Conference leading Celtics taking on Joel Embiid and the Sixers, who are just 3 games back. Our coverage begins with NBA Countdown at 8 Eastern, 5 Pacific. Possible preview of the Eastern Conference Finals.
Come on, Mateo.
You heard that. Come on, Mateo. Mateo Durant.
180. White side.
Gets the ball, but he's going backwards. 2-0 Skipper with the TFL. Former HBCU star at South Carolina State.
2 thought processes when you're thinking about why would you go for it on that earlier one. 1, you trust your defense. Number 2, you know that clock is running. It's unlike the NFL, the clock within 5 minutes, it'll stop out of bounds. XFL, it keeps on running until the last 2 minutes. So the defense made a stop. If this field goal's made, the game is still winnable.
From 50, will it have enough? No! By a foot! And Seattle is right back in this!
Drama, action, intrigue.
And let me correct myself with Skipper out of Toledo. Field goals have been a risky proposition through 5 games in the XFL. DiNucci has a shot. What does he do with it? 3 minutes left. He's got Josh Gordon. Gordon to the 40. Slips the tackle. Down to the 26-yard line. Waiting for the former All-Pro to break out, and he just did. 34 yards.
Josh Gordon led the NFL in receiving in 2013. He set records, a 4-game record for most receiving yards in that same year, an All-Pro. He's had his ups and downs. He's happy to be back playing football.
Set go! Hot! Hot!
To the ground game. Allison to the 22.
Trips left, 80 Z9, X levels. You got the 12, 0. Indy split, tighten down. Over the top of the backers.
So it was a command to Josh Gordon. And we've got a whistle because we are now at the 2-minute warning. Are you not entertained? The XFL absolutely bringing it through 5 games. Let's go.
Both guys, aloha.
There, you got it. Go! Touchdown!
Now we're talking! That's a drive!
No! You gotta go now. If you're not in protection, go.
You like this business?
Georgia's deep corner on 2, ready.
The access that you only get here in the XFL. Seattle down by 5, 2 minutes left. A 2nd and 5 for Ben DiNucci, the former Cowboys quarterback. DiNucci, back foot, he's got Pearson. Pearson to the 10-yard line.
All right, here we go. Let's go trips left, 61 H mesh, X corner, Indy split.
61 on 2, ready.
Anytime you hear that mesh word, you know those two inside most receivers are going to cross. It's great against man.
Set go!
DiNucci left side. Oh, Ja'Cour Pearson tried to make an amazing catch. Ben DiNucci with a breakup.
Ben DiNucci, great eyes. He was going for the interception, the game sealing.
Oh, we gotta make a play, guys. We gotta make a play. Oh.
Is a breakup not a play? He wanted the pick 6.
He wanted the pick 6. He wants to score on defense.
Just take it. Let's go! Set go!
DiNucci, right side off the fingertips and incomplete. Looking for Jordan Veazey.
Let's go flex, 52 lurk stay. Flex, 52 lurk stay.
61. Set go!
3rd and goal, 4 down territory, has to be. DiNucci pressure, he slips 1 tackle, complete to Ellison. Is he still up? That will give Seattle a shot here on 4th down as Ben DiNucci was all over it.
You want to guess who was in the backfield making that play for St. Louis?
Your man.
Big number 90, Kevin Atkins. He forced that.
Score.
So not I get it.
Do whatever you got to do. Score.
Yeah. Let's go right, 51. Y and Z post. And let's go H-stick. H-stick, Y and Z post. Get inside the corner, press it. Go. Flip 51, flip 51, flip 51. Run a go route. Flip 51, flip 51.
Here's a play of the game for Ben DiNucci in Seattle to try to avoid an 0-2 start. DiNucci. Jordan Veazey, the Cal Golden Bear, has done it.
Hey, 60 on 2, ready. Set go!
Seattle 3-point conversion for a push with the total. DiNucci, it's going to be batted down and short. So 121 left for Anthony Beck, A.J. McCarron, and St. Louis to do it again.
Right, go.
And a great catch by Jordan Veazey.
And they ran this same play. You heard it, that Y and that Z post. It puts the defenders in conflict. You have two posts coming across the middle, and then a perfectly placed ball.
Oh, quit playing with me, bro.
Go for two.
You heard him saying go for two. Well, why? You go for two, make it a three-point game. They went for three from the 10-yard line, didn't make it. Now a field goal for St. Louis wins it. I get it, June Jones offense, you want to go for the three-point every time, make it a touchdown to win it, but if you miss it further away, now a field goal will win the game for the St. Louis BattleHawks.
Biggest play of Jordan Veazey's career. He was signed to the Washington practice squad after that much publicized workout with Colin Kaepernick in 2019. Here's the return for St. Louis. Backed up inside the 25. Let's check in with Taylor.
Brunswick, one last message to your defense before this last series.
It's time to play now. Now they got to play.
There you go, guys.
You got to go.
You heard him say they got to play. This is what you play for. I don't care what level. High school, college, Pee-wee, NFL. You play as far as the defense goes and offense. Fourth quarter, game on the line. Have to make a stop. You know it's 4-down territory.
One timeout within the final 2 minutes. The clock will stop. Out of bounds. And on incompletion. And first downs. Until the ball is respotted. McCarron flushed. He's going to use the wheels. It's not just Danucci that can scramble. Big pickup.
This is when that two-time national champion.
4-man. Silver penny, 4-man. Silver penny, 4-man. Silver penny, 4-man. We got to keep them away from the 35-yard line, guys. Got to keep them away from the 35-yard line.
And the significance of the 35.
A field goal wins it. 35-yard line. That puts you at about a 52-yard field goal. A field goal wins. Keep them out of the 35. You're protecting the 35-yard line.
McCarron trying to avoid this sack. He does it again. Directing traffic. And again, it's McCarron with the scramble. Getting closer to midfield.
Good job, AJ. Let's go trips left on the ball, trips left on the ball. 200 jet Purdue, trips left, 200 jet Purdue.
True, Chrysler true. Chrysler true.
And 2 touchdowns in the final 3 minutes against San Antonio. They need a score here with 58 seconds. Downfield, bobbled in and out of the hands of George Campbell.
You talk about keeping away from that 35. You catch that, you're right in that same area. But not to worry, A.J. McCarron has been here before. Back-to-back national championships. He won it 3 times. 1 year he didn't play as a redshirt freshman. And then last week, brought his team back from down 12 points with 90 seconds left. Critical times, he has the experience.
McCarron back to him. This time complete. George Campbell. Former Mountaineer.
Trips right. Trips right, Mickey. Trips right, Mickey. On the ball, go, go, go.
Mickey.
Seattle trying to protect the 35.
On the quick.
Coming up on 30 seconds left. To Walker. Walker's got the 40. Walker's got the 35.
Trips right. Trips right. Let's go. 3 jet Purdue.
Hey, Purdue.
Second and 3 from McCarron. Taking a shot to Pearl. Overthrown. So 7 seconds. You got a timeout. It's 3rd down.
Let's go. Gin left tight. Gin left tout. Tie. 50 Haas. 51 Haas. F. Juke.
Gin left tout. Tie. 51 Haas. Juke.
He was the clutch receiver in the comeback win against San Antonio. Back in the city where his pops was a star and doing it again.
And you have to wonder, his dad played 16 years in the NFL, won a few Super Bowls. You have to wonder when he was a little kid, being around greatness, knowing he has to get inside on that route. Gets inside, calls timeout.
Donnie Hageman for the win. Missed from 50 by about a foot. Here from 44. Time to ice the kicker. Timeout Seattle.
Come to block this thing.
This was the miss from 50. Good direction. Just not quite enough on a windy, cold night here in Seattle.
Playing zero and he gets beat inside.
They can't take 2 in a row, right? All right, get on it. Watch him. All right, they can't take another one. They cannot. So,
Hageman for the win. Hageman got the win. St. Louis back-to-back comeback thrillers.
Good job.
Coach.
Good job, man.
This season, man.
Good job. Good job.
Let's go!
I have AB. I got AB. AB, how's the blood pressure?
Just like we scripted it, right? That's exactly. They talk about scripts. That's a script right there. Listen, you got to play 4 quarters, right? I mean, always have confidence in your guys. It's a hell of a drive by AJ, working the clock, guys making plays. We need a couple plays throughout this game. Guys made on the last drive again, 2 games in a row. I'm proud of this team, man. We're 2-0.
What have you learned about this bunch? I mean, you know, season games. You have 5 weeks to get ready, and you've had 2 coronary-type games back-to-back weeks. What have you learned about your men?
One, we can play on the road, number 1. That's great. But listen, they're resilient. I mean, these guys play. We practice these scenarios all the time throughout training camp. And, you know, look, had a lot of faith in Donnie, too. Struggled a little bit today kicking the football and made it happen for us, man. So that's what you do. You bounce back. He got that opportunity, and I'm glad for him. Happy for Donnie on that one.
What's it like watching snap, hold, kick the execution as a head coach?
I mean, that stuff is like routine, right? It should be easy. It shouldn't be hard for our guys to do it, but you know, listen, you know, you put yourself in a position to make those plays, and you just trust the process. So I'm happy for Donnie. I'm happy for this team, and like I said, we're 2-0.
2-0. Congrats.
Right. Appreciate you.
For the second straight week, you guys comeback victories in the 4th quarter. What are the qualities of a team to be able to make that happen?
A bunch of dogs. Listen, this team never quits. And, I'm just so proud of these guys. I really am. This team means a lot to me. And it's freaking awesome, dude. I'm loving it. I'm loving every minute of it.
How would you describe what this team means to you?
It's family. I tell you, it's everybody says it, but we have an unbelievable group of guys on this team. Not a bad person. Like, everybody comes in, works their ass off. Excuse my language, but it's so much fun to come to work every day, and we're playing this game for a living, and it's awesome. I love it.
And you guys had a short week with limited practice to prepare. What were the challenges in game that you had to adjust to because of that?
Timing. I mean, we did nothing but walkthroughs, so, and it's always tough. You know, guys banged up, injuries, and then coming back, bouncing back that quick to play. But, this feels good, right? St. Louis, 2-0, baby. Let's go.
I know last week it was really emotional with your family and your boys being able to share that. What will you tell them about moments like this in your career?
I think them watching Daddy never give up. You know, ever since I came out of college, I've been kind of counted out a little bit. And, you know, it's just fun to come out here and play. I miss playing. Not always just being a backup, and that's a great living. It really is, and I absolutely love it. But I love playing, and this is special, and I can't thank the XFL enough. It's been awesome.
Appreciate your time, AJ. Thanks so much. Over to Fitzy.
Step out of the ball bag.
Hagman, focus here, man. All right, here we go. Thank you, Taylor. When your offense is driving right there with your quarterback, A.J. McCarron, you know this could come down to you. What's that like?
I knew it, 100%. Come on, man.
Let's go, baby.
Come on, man.
What's that like for you when you're watching them march down the field, knowing that this game could come down to your foot?
I knew 100% that it was going to come down to me. I watch these guys every day in practice. We got a lot of good guys on our team. AJ, you know, everybody out there is able to get the ball down the field, and I knew it. So I just told myself to be ready. Coach Beck came up to me. He told me before that drive, he said, "You're going to have another kick. Be ready." I said, "Yes, sir." So once we got the ball back, I knew that we were going to have another kick, and I just mentally had to get ready for that.
All right, snap, hold. What's going through your mind right then? Bam.
Nothing. Just strike the ball well. I feel like I've been hitting the ball well all day. Just had a couple minor, you know, mess-ups, and just told myself to strike it well, hit it straight. I did that on the 50, and it came up short, but told myself the same thing, to strike it well, hit it straight, and it's going to go in, and it did.
I love the celebration, right? When you struck it, whoop, arms went up, man. You knew it right off the bat.
Yeah, I knew it right off my foot, and, you know, I've done it before. I did it again, and it felt good.
Congrats.
Yeah, thank you.
Lowell.
Fitzy, thank you so much. Donnie Hagman, ice in the veins, just like he did back at his day at San Diego State when he kicked a school record 20 field goals in one season. He's going to remember this probably the longest, because that's a game winner to get St. Louis to 2-0.
Well done, baby.
And this is the moment that mattered the most. Donnie Hagman, with time expiring, pure from 44 yards out. The comeback is complete in St. Louis. They do it again. They move to 2-0 on the season, the very early XFL season, and these are all against XFL North opponents. So climbing up those division standings and trying to stay there is Anthony Becht. Lowell Galindo here with Sam Acho. We looked at the performance of A.J. McCarron. It was up and down, more up, though, than it was in the season opener. And when the game was on the line, it was just like last week in San Antonio, making clutch throws, because that somewhat overlooked throw to Austin Prohl right there to set up the field goal, those extra yards were critical.
And we talk about chemistry in football. Mind you, the XFL had a 4 or 5 week training camp. These players have only been together for a few weeks. There were no preseason games. There was no mini camp. There was a draft in November. Players reported a training camp in January. Then they just started building their chemistry. But you see the camaraderie.
Look at this.
They say the fun is in winning. This is where it gets fun in football.
How remarkable is that we're looking at a group that McCarron describes as a family, and knowing that they've only been together for a handful of weeks here.
Well, football, there are these high-pressure situations, so what happens is it puts you in this opportunity where you have to become a family. You have to be like brothers, because you have to trust, like that in that play with Austin Prohl. Austin, I trust you're going to cross the linebacker's face and get inside and win, because if you don't, we lose. And so that kind of trust, it gets built off of not only what you did today, but what they did last week, going to Austin Prohl for the 3-point conversion, going to Austin Prohl for the 4th and 15. They were down by 12. They built that chemistry there. And so sometimes all you do is you lean back on what you did before to move it for what you're going to do later.
And then redemption for Akeem Butler. He was great at the end of that comeback against San Antonio. He had a couple of costly drops, right? It took points off the board for St. Louis. But when it mattered most, that fourth quarter, quarter touchdown. That was huge and got St. Louis really back into this.
And he's using all of his gifts and his God-given ability. Mind you, he's 6 feet 6 inches tall. Yeah. And so he's using his height and his length. He's saying, safeties, you can't cover me. Linebackers, you can't cover me. And then when he catches the ball, he doesn't get tackled for a 20-yard gain. He stiff arms the defender. Mind you, you're 6'6", you got long arms. He stiff arms the defender, and then he uses his speed to get into the end zone. And so you have to have a short-term memory as a football player. I get it. There was a drop touchdown on the corner route, but forget about that and make a game-winning catch like you just saw.
And they were able to pull off this comeback with one time out in the later stages. So this goes back to the XFL adopting the college rules in the final 2 minutes, because ultimately Seattle left too much time on the board. So we saw DiNucci, huge play to Josh Gordon.
We did, and we saw that, but you talked about it. The bigger point is there was too much time left. In the XFL, there's this rule where what happens is in the last 2 minutes, yes, when you go out of bounds, the clock stops. When there's an incomplete, the clock stops. But in the last 2 minutes, what happens is a first down, the clock will also stop, just like in college. And so we saw that three-point conversion that wasn't completed. Watch A.J. McCarron. He uses his legs. He gets out of bounds. He does it again later in this drive. And then these first downs that you see, avoids a sack. These first downs that you see allows the clock to stop and also keep St. Louis from having to use that last timeout. They saved that timeout for when they needed to get their field goal.
And we kept hearing from Ron Zook, the Seattle DC, got to protect the 35.
But mind you, yes, they protected the 35, but that play to Austin Proehl, that was after the 35. Yeah. 35 is a 52-yard field goal. You want to get even closer. St. Louis is saying, we want to get down to the 30, maybe the 28, to make it an easier kick for Hageman. And so that's why, yes, you got to the 35, but no, Austin Proehl, I need you right now to get a little bit further.
Oh, and there's Austin Proehl, the former North Carolina Tar Heel, the former Seattle Sea Dragon himself with a little celebration.
I talked to Brew Gronkowski before hitting the gritty. Go ahead, hit your gritty. I talked to Gronkowski before the game. I said, hey, who's going to be your star? As I'm talking to him, Austin Proehl walks by. He stops Austin Proehl. He says, it's going to be this guy right here.
Love it.
And you don't know as an offensive coordinator who's going to make the plays, but you know people's DNA. You know their character. You know when the game is on the line, who do you trust? Proehl, A.J. McCarron, those are the guys.
So DNA, right? What you're all about. That brings us to June Jones and the play call. Once Seattle scores their final touchdown, this is what they do. They go for three-point conversions. Hindsight's 2020. Should that have been a two-point call in this instance?
It should, because a three-point conversion is from the 10-yard line. No matter how you slice it, it's a little bit harder to get points from further out than you are from closer in. The two-point conversion, not only is it from the 5-yard line, but also those 2 points make a field goal a tie, not a field goal to win. And so in hindsight, I think you have to go for that two-point conversion. I understand that June Jones's mantra is we always go for 3, but maybe you take the Anthony Becht approach. He says, hey, I go for 2 unless the situation determines it. So we saw them last week went for 3 once. They went for 1 once. I think you should take that mantra when it comes to these 1, 2, and 3-point conversions.
And if you go for 2 and you get it, the over wins. And so everybody out there that betted the over with the total, like, come on, man. Like, let's play it a little more conservative here. For Seattle now, you look at it, and they've really had some bright spots in the first 2 weeks. But the turnovers, and there's no way to get around that. If you turn the football over, you're not going to win games.
They've had bright spots in the first 2 weeks, but more you say, man, it's the first 2 quarters of the first 2 weeks. In the first half, they look good. Their offense looks like it can't be stopped. And really, the June Jones type of offense, the dink and dunk, the take what the defense gives you, it's really hard to stop unless you stop yourself. And that's what we've seen the last 2 weeks. We've seen turnovers. That's really what we've seen, just turnovers, interceptions, and fumbles, and the team beating themselves. That's why you heard the coaches talking about protect the ball, protect the football, because when you give the ball away, it's hard to win.
And Gordon and Pearson, they were solid, but not nearly the type of factors that they were in week number 1. This is what the XFL is all about. We got the players mic'd up. This was Austin Proehl leading up to that game-winning field goal by Donnie Hageman.
Well done, baby.
Hey, and that's a chip right there on the shoulder from Prohl, telling him, I just killed you. I mean, 7th-round pick, didn't get time in the NFL. He still feels like he should be on an NFL roster somewhere.
And he's right. Look at that play. It's man-to-man. It's me versus you. You as a defender, you know you have to stay inside. That is your job to stay inside. But Prohl mixed and scratched and did what he had to do to get inside. It looks
better when he does it, by the way.
Much better, much better. But he did what he had to do to get inside. And that's what he said, I just killed you. I just beat you. This is the play of the game. Of course it's the play of the game. But it's the play of the game because A.J. McCarron was going to Austin Prohl the entire time. Austin Prohl knew that. Austin Prohl beat the inside leverage of the defender, made the catch, and allowed his kicker to make the game-winning field goal like he knew he would.
And with the Prohl family and all the history here in Seattle, that's awesome. Full circle moment for the Prohl family as St. Louis battling to another comeback win, 20-18. We'll wrap it up after the break. Welcome back to Lumen Field in Seattle, home of the Seattle Sea Dragons. They got out to an early lead. Looked like the Sea Dragons would move to 1-1 on the season, but heartbreak once again. They let the game slip away in D.C. at the goal line. And in this one, it's Donnie Hagman kicking it through the uprights from 44 yards out to make St. Louis 2-0 on the season. Week 3 of the XFL. Week 2 continues Saturday on FX with the DC Defenders and Vegas Vipers. Sunday, the Brahmas and Guardians are on ESPN at 4 Eastern, followed by the Renegades and Roughnecks on ESPN2 at 7 Eastern. All 3 games also available on ESPN+. So the Brahmas and Orlando, that's a matchup of 2 teams that are 0-1, even though Hines Ward and San Antonio feel like they probably played well enough against the St. Louis team to be 1-0. Arlington, Houston. That's intriguing with the 2 favorites now to win the XFL.
And 2 teams both in the XFL South. We got excited and get excited about Arlington, but I think we should be more excited about the Houston Roughnecks. Why? The offense was explosive. They exploded for 33 points last week, number 1. Number 2, more importantly, who's going to block Tim Harris? 6'6". Who's going to block Tim Ward, excuse me, and then Anthony Harris? Who's going to block these guys? One had 4 sacks, one had 2. And so Wade Phillips knows how to dial it up. Brian Stewart, defensive coordinator, also knows how to dial it up. We understand they love to play cover 1, love to play cover 4. But as we listened into the game last week, they changed the look. And so that's what I'm excited about. For me, Houston's the pick, favorite for the rest of the season.
And these other 6 teams didn't have the quick turnaround like St. Louis and Seattle tonight, looking for some clean football coming up this weekend. Once again, the final score, St. Louis 20, Seattle 18. Coming up next on FX, it's The Fate of the Furious, starring Vin Diesel and Dwayne Johnson. For Sam Acho, Ian Fitzsimmons, and Taylor McGregor, I'm Lo Galindo.